What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Mike. I'm a full-time media seller. My main focus is selling books on Amazon through Amazon FBA. I send everything to Amazon once a week. I get paid every 2 weeks, and it's kind of that easy. It just make it seem so easy. Anybody can do this, but I do go around to all the thrift stores. I do bulk buys off Craigslist, any kind of social platform. You should always have basically listings out there that you're buying media or free pickup media. But today's video is a long awaited one. I'm gonna walk you through the whole process from step one to step end. I don't even know how many steps there are, so I can't give you a number. Step one to step end. Yeah, that makes sense. But we're gonna go through a whole bulk buy. So basically my thought process behind it from start to beginning. Basically from getting the lead to going to get the books, and then what you're going to figure out what you're going to do with the books. So anyway, let me shut up and let's get right on into it. Okay, so the first and most important part is, how do you even go about getting a bulk buy? So my biggest success has been on Craigslist. I have the ads available for anybody and everybody that wants one, so you don't have an excuse not to have a Craigslist ad. It costs nothing. You can literally copy my ads word for word. You can steal the pictures. Listen, I can't make it any easier for anybody out there to make money selling media. I promise you that. So you have to have those basically hooks in the water. So kind of like the fishing metaphor, right? The more hooks you have out in the water, the more chances of catching a fish. So you always want to have these out there, and you always want, they're super easy to refresh. You can refresh them every week, every few days, whatever works for you. So from there, you're going to get somebody that's going to reach out and say, hey, I have a bunch of books I need gone. We're paying 15 cents a pound, or you could even do free pickup, whatever works for you. So that's basically how you get them. Nextdoor, Facebook, Craigslist. You just put, free ads out there, and, the people come to you. I mean, at the end of the day, you want the books to come to you. You don't want to have to go to the book. So the one I have here today, this is actually a library. So a library that has an overflow of donations. Every month they reach out to me and say, hey, Mike, we're ready for you to come pick up the book. So today, for example, the lady I work with, really nice lady, she said they have around 30 boxes. So I don't even have to pay anything for these books. So we're talking free books. And they reached out through my I pay for books Craigslist ad. So you're going to get cases where you don't necessarily have to pay, but huge asterisk here. So this is a public library, and as you're building these relationships, sure, they say it's free, but I always recommend giving something to the library. Even if they say they don't want anything, most of them have donation boxes. And when you build a relationship with that person that you're meeting at the library, you can say, hey, I don't want to take these for free. I'm sure you guys are running some kind of fundraiser. So always give something. So today, for example, I'll probably give them 25 bucks. So just because it's free, if you want to build that relationship, especially starting out, listen, if I'm going to pay $25 for 30 boxes of books, and this is something that's going to keep happening, I mean, you better believe you better do it, and you can write it off anyway. So just get in the mindset of that. But that's how I came upon this lead. They reached out to me through Craigslist. Whoever they were working with before was being a pain in their butt. They weren't taking everything, and that's kind of like the big thing. You want to take everything. You don't want to be sitting here picking through stuff. They need everything gone. So it's not the books they're worried about. It's more the service of you getting rid of all the books they don't want to have. So think about it that way. I don't want you to go and say, oh yeah, I'll come pick through your books and take only what I want. If you're saying you're going to take all their books, then you take all their books. So just be aware, be fair when it comes to that kind of thing, and think about the other side of the transaction, not just your side. So that's kind of the story here behind this one. I'm going to roll up in here. I'll probably record a little bit of me loading the car up. We got an empty car right now. So we're going to fill this puppy up with 30 boxes of books, and I will see you guys back at the storage unit. That's weird to say, It's weird having a storage unit. It's only been a day, but it's like weird. I'll see you guys at the storage unit. We're going to make trillions of dollars, so let's go. Alright, so we are back at the storage unit. I'm just going to give you guys kind of a rundown real quick. This is everything we got here. There's probably around 40 boxes. We paid $25 for everything. So my new plan here, so this is the first time I'm dealing with this out of the storage unit. So we have all of our stuff we got to go through. So we're going to go box by box here. So we have one stack here. This is Second and Charles. So anything that has a barcode that isn't worth it on Amazon goes in the Second and Charles pile. Over here we have our eBay pile, things that are at least comping at least $20 minimum. So all these have comps of at least $20 minimum listed or sold. And then here we have our Amazon FBA pile. This is all items that are profitable to go into Amazon. So as we work through it here, we'll keep going, get everything sorted. We have a box over here. This is all stuff that isn't worth it for eBay or Amazon, so these will get donated or go in the free bin. So those are kind of the setups you got to have. And a point I want to make is when you're doing these bulk buys, it's going to be a lot of heavy lifting, so you got to be prepared to move a lot of weight. And actually somehow I fit all these into my my Hyundai Sonata, so it was a miracle. Down here we have items that are ready to be listed on eBay as well, so everything in here is ready to be listed. So that's why I always say it's important to have a plan when you're doing bulk. You want to know exactly where everything's going. Now the trade-off would be, instead of having a Second and Charles pile, if you don't have one, you want to have a sell back your books or a buyback company pile. So just so you can get more out of your books and you have a place for them to be. You don't want to wind up just with a bunch of duds or a bunch of stuff just laying around, because what happens when you wind up with all that, you wind up frustrated and you wind up, you know, not touching the book. So I haven't gone through any of this. There's it's all just random books. There are some CDs as well they threw in, but I mean, for $25 for all of these books, and the fact that we get them every month, you know, they reach out and say, hey Mike, we're ready for you to come pick them up. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this when it comes to, you know, bulk and being able to make profit. But this does take work, you know. It's not like you're getting all these books and they're all for Amazon. For the most part, you know, the smallest pile is going to be the Amazon pile. But this is actually good because I only went through one box so far. So, I mean, I'm not going to complain about that. We already made our $25 back. But it does require a lot of work and a lot of planning. I don't want you just diving in and where are you going to put all these books. You know, make sure you have somewhere where you can set everything up. I'm using this table for now, so this is kind of, you know, just inside of exactly how a bulk buy works and my thought process behind it. Everything has a home besides the junk that gets donated. So over here we have everything that needs to go to Second and Charles. This was from our last bulk buy. This all needs to get traded in, so this will be trips to Second and Charles, along with anything else we get out of here that has barcodes. So I don't send things to Second and Charles, like this kind of stuff. This will get donated. Any of these small paperbacks that aren't, you know, a lot of the same author or series, these will all get donated. I do not waste time trying to figure out what to do with these little ones. So it's just, you know, whatever works for you. Just because I do it a certain way doesn't mean you have to do it a certain way. So that's kind of the inside look. We'll get to the wrap up here at some point I get through here. I'll go over all the numbers so you guys can see exactly how we made out from the deal. So, all right, let me get all this done and magically all these boxes will disappear. All right, guys, so we are wrapping up this bulk buy. You see here now, all of our space is clear. We got rid of all those boxes of books. So we already took a few things over to Second and Charles. We're probably right around $80 trading credit. We still have these 4 stacks. So anything that has a barcode that isn't profitable for Amazon, we don't scan these for eBay. If it's not profitable for Amazon and it has a barcode, it's getting traded in. So I don't go waste time and double check these all on eBay. With Scout IQ, you can see what the merchant fulfilled is. So that kind of gives you an idea of basically what it would be on eBay. So you're not losing anything by not going back and scanning these all for eBay. So this is what we got left for Second and Charles, 4 stacks here. If you want any chicken soup, somebody donated every chicken soup they had their whole life. So I'll be curious to see if Second and Charles takes this kind of stuff. So over here, we have everything that we found for eBay. So this is the stuff that doesn't have barcodes. So you look on the back here, there's no ISBNs. Most of these don't even have ISBNs. This was like a big set that they donated. It's like different works from different poets, I think. So I think this set alone should bring around $100. It's not a complete set, but there's a good amount here, as you can see. And then other stuff like this, you know, the Betty Crocker, the old stuff. Weird random stuff like this, you know, anything related to hauntings is going to do well. Apparently this guy is pretty good. I never heard of him or seen any of his stuff until this bulk buy. So this PG Wodehouse, 2 of those books. Now this stuff takes time, you know, like looking all these up, but it's definitely worth it. So if it doesn't have an ISBN, you definitely want to sit down and look it up. So everything I have here at least has a list comp of $20 as the lowest price or sold. So I'm not willing to list anything under 20 bucks. So this is just some of the kind of stuff, any like alumni or yearbook stuff. Shout out to Curator of the Lost. He always picks up this stuff. It's slow moving, but somewhere somebody's gonna want this. So I always get that kind of stuff. Here goes a pretty cool, like this is the actual cover. There's like no dust jacket. It's kind of just like fused onto the book. But this is the kind of stuff for eBay. It's all no ISBN. As you can see, it's a bunch of older books. So that's kind of the rundown of everything. So 2nd and Charles, we'll probably get around, when it's all said and done, $100 give or take store credit. eBay at least $20 a piece here minimum. If they sell, you're looking at probably, you know, 250 bucks after fees for everything. And then the bag I already took home, you guys seen I started my Amazon stack over here in the last clip. It was a full IKEA bag, so that, I think that came to right around $400 profit for Amazon. So I already got all that shipped out, so that's why you don't see it here. It's after the weekend, so I ship all my stuff out on the weekend, so all that stuff had to get out of here before I could film this and clean all this up. Thankfully, all the boxes, my township recycles, so I can put them in a recycling bin, and that gets rid of everything. So I mean, it's coming along here. So see what we got over here is just some supplies. Oh, these are also for eBay as well. So these are like, I knew these were going to be worth something because they're really nice, like almost leather bound books here. So, and military law, you figure that was going to be good right away, and you can just feel the quality on this stuff, that it's good. So then we also have a 4-volume set of some Bible stuff, and then Barbara Taylor Bradford, a complete set here in the slip case, and these are all like brand new basically. So that was another thing. We got bubble wrap boxes. Over here we have the eBay tape, and then we also have all this stuff is merchant fulfilled. I have more I got to fill up. So this is all stuff I have listed on Amazon. I found this book. I'm going to add this to my collection here. I'm a big like 80s action star kind of fan, so I figure I'm going to start collecting some of these older books. So this is one that was in the bulk buy, so I kept that one for myself. But yeah, that's how I process a bulk buy. You got barcode, scan for Amazon. If it's not profitable on Amazon, it goes to 2nd and Charles. If there's no barcode, every single book gets looked up. It is time consuming, but you're going to make your money back, I promise, and you're going to learn in the process. So that's another thing when you're doing eBay, you're gaining knowledge. You're not just scanning things kind of mindlessly. And then we also have down here is a bunch of stuff I need to list on eBay as well. So that's going to do it. As always, I appreciate y'all watching. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more used book videos. Bye-bye.